We want every one of you to know your Constitution. Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which was ratified in 1791. And it's a very simple phrase. It states a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, let's break this down. This was formulated by the fourth president of the United States, James Madison. Now, let's deal with the interpretation. Now, when you deal with the militia, it is interpreted as ensuring that a state-managed defense force, like the modern National Guard, is stating that. Now, I was National Guard years ago. The right of the people, interpreted by the Supreme Court to mean an individual, not collective right. It's an individual right. And it shall not be infringed, which means that it prohibits the federal government from violating this right. It's important to be able to know that those of you that are in the United States have a right to bear arms for your protection. That's important. Now, there are restrictions to this. Now, before we deal with that, in 2008, there was a Supreme Court case, District of Columbia versus Heller, which affirmed an individual's right to possess firearms, unconnected to service in a militia. Back in those days, they had militias for traditionally lawful purposes like self-defense in the home. Now, we need to know that there are restrictions to the Second Amendment in regards to felons and people who have been deemed mentally unfit to carry firearms. And that varies from state to state. But we see that every one of us that pass the proper criteria according to the state can own and possess firearms. Now, there has been a push because of what has happened with assault rifles and assault weapons and stuff to try to ban all weapons. But let me remind you that the criminals are going to always be able to have weapons. Now, you see even right now in Iran that people can protest, but they do that at their peril because the wrong people have guns. And they use them to kill people. So again, in this country, we have the freedom to be able to protect ourselves. This is one of the benefits of the Second Amendment rights, but the primary purpose initially was to keep tyranny from rearing its ugly head. Because remember, these colonies that became the United States got free from the British Empire and tyranny.